Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill was born on November 30th, 1874, at Blenheim Palace, Oxfordshire, England. Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill was born on November 30th, 1874, at Blenheim Palace, Oxfordshire, into an aristocratic family. His father, Lord Randolph Churchill, was a prominent Conservative politician, and his mother, Jennie Jerome, was an American socialite. Despite his privileged background, Churchill struggled academically and had a difficult relationship with his distant parents. He eventually enrolled at the Royal Military Academy, Sandhurst, where he excelled and embarked on a military career. He entered a world of privilege and expectation, descended from the Dukes of Marlborough. Churchill was commissioned into the British Army in 1895, serving in India and Sudan. He gained national recognition as a war correspondent during the Second Boer War in South Africa, where he was captured but made a daring escape, enhancing his reputation for bravery. His writings from this period, including The Story of the Malaccan Field Force and The River War, showcased his literary talent and strategic insights. His father, Lord Randolph Churchill, was a prominent politician. His American mother, Jennie Jerome, was a renowned beauty and socialite. Young Winston's childhood was marked by a complex relationship with his parents. He adored his mother but craved the approval of his distant and critical father. This dynamic would shape his personality and drive for achievement. Despite a privileged upbringing, Churchill faced early challenges. He struggled in school, deemed disruptive and a reluctant learner. His passion lay in history, poetry and adventure, not traditional academics. At Harrow School, he excelled in English and history, showing early signs of his gift for language and storytelling. He developed a fascination with military history, reading voraciously about battles and leaders. These early experiences instilled in him a deep sense of history, a love of language, and a belief in the power of individual action. These qualities would later define his leadership on the world stage. In 1900, Churchill entered politics as a Conservative Member of Parliament for Oldham. However, disagreements with the party led him to switch to the Liberal Party in 1904. He quickly rose through the ranks, serving as President of the Board of Trade and Home Secretary. As First Lord of the Admiralty, he championed naval modernization, but faced criticism for his role in the failed Gallipoli campaign during World War I. This setback temporarily derailed his career, leading him to serve on the Western Front before re-entering politics. Churchill's path led him to the Royal Military College, Sandhurst, where he embraced military life with more enthusiasm than academics. He yearned for action and adventure, seeking it through military service in Cuba, India, and Sudan. These experiences provided him with first-hand knowledge of war and empire, shaping his worldview and providing ample material for his early writing career. As a war correspondent, he gained recognition for his vivid accounts of battle and his daring escapes from Boer captivity during the Second Boer War. These exploits catapulted him to public attention, transforming him into a national hero. This newfound fame paved the way for his entry into politics, winning a seat in Parliament in 1900 as a Conservative. Churchill quickly rose through the ranks, serving in various ministerial positions. He championed social reforms, advocating for improved working conditions and unemployment insurance. He switched parties, aligning himself with the Liberals, driven by his conviction in social justice and his ambition for higher office. His unwavering belief in the importance of naval strength led him to become First Lord of the Admiralty in 1911. He recognized the growing threat of Germany and tirelessly modernized the British Navy, a crucial factor in Britain's ability to wage war in 1914. The outbreak of World War I in 1914 tested Churchill's leadership. Churchill returned to the Conservative Party in 1924 and served as Chancellor of the Exchequer. However, his opposition to Indian self-rule and his stance on economic policies distanced him from party leadership. During the 1930s, he became a vocal critic of appeasement, warning against the rise of Adolf Hitler and Nazi Germany. His speeches, though largely ignored at the time, later proved prophetic as World War II erupted. The disastrous Gallipoli campaign, which he championed, resulted in heavy casualties and damaged his reputation. This setback led to his resignation as First Lord of the Admiralty. Undeterred, Churchill rejoined the government, serving in various capacities throughout the war. With Britain facing the threat of German invasion, Churchill was appointed Prime Minister on May 10, 1940. His stirring speeches, including "We shall fight on the beaches" and "Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few," inspired the British people to resist Nazi aggression. He forged strong alliances with the United States and the Soviet Union, playing a crucial role in the defeat of the Axis powers. He learned valuable lessons from his wartime experiences, both successes and failures, which would inform his leadership during World War II. In the aftermath of World War I, Churchill held key positions in government, including Chancellor of the Exchequer. Despite his wartime heroics, Churchill lost the 1945 general election, but continued to influence global politics. He returned as Prime Minister from 1951 to 1955, focusing on foreign relations and warning of the Iron Curtain that had descended over Eastern Europe, coining the term that defined the Cold War era. However, his warnings about the rise of Nazi Germany and the need for rearmament were largely ignored. Many dismissed him as a warmonger, clinging to outdated notions of conflict. Churchill found himself increasingly isolated, his warnings about the impending threat from Germany falling on deaf ears. He spent the 1930s in political wilderness, a vocal critic of appeasement and the dangers of ignoring Hitler's ambitions. The outbreak of World War II in 1939 marked a turning point in Churchill's career. He was appointed First Lord of the Admiralty, a position he had held at the outbreak of World War I. His leadership was soon tested as never before. With the fall of France in 1940, Britain stood alone against Nazi Germany. Churchill, appointed Prime Minister in May 1940, rallied the nation with his defiant spirit and unwavering resolve. His words, imbued with a powerful blend of realism and hope, resonated throughout Britain and beyond. He vowed to fight on the beaches, landing grounds, in the fields and in the streets, until victory was achieved. Churchill's leadership during the war was characterized by his unwavering determination, his ability to inspire, and his strategic brilliance. He forged a close alliance with US President Franklin D. Roosevelt and Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, uniting these disparate powers against a common enemy. His wartime leadership cemented his place as one of the most significant figures of the 20th century. He guided Britain through its darkest hour, his unwavering belief in victory providing a beacon of hope during a time of unprecedented global conflict. Words that echo through time, Churchill's enduring rhetoric. Churchill's speeches during World War II remain some of the most powerful and enduring examples of oratory in history. His words, imbued with a deep understanding of history and human nature, resonated with people from all walks of life. He spoke plainly and directly, addressing the fears and anxieties of a nation facing an existential threat. His speeches were more than just words. They were a call to action, a rallying cry for freedom and democracy. From his famous blood, toil, tears and sweat speech to his stirring declaration that we shall never surrender, Churchill's words gave voice to the indomitable spirit of Britain during its darkest hour. His use of language, rich in imagery and metaphor, captured the gravity of the moment while also offering a message of hope and resilience. His speeches transcended the immediate context of the war, offering timeless lessons about courage, leadership, and the importance of defending freedom against tyranny. Despite leading Britain to victory in World War II, Churchill's Conservative Party lost the 1945 general election. Undeterred, he remained a prominent figure on the world stage. He warned of the dangers of Soviet expansionism in his famous Iron Curtain speech delivered in Fulton, Missouri in 1946. This speech helped to shape the Western world's understanding of the emerging Cold War. Churchill returned to power as Prime Minister in 1951, leading Britain during the early years of the Cold War. He continued to advocate for a strong Western alliance against Soviet aggression. He also oversaw a period of economic recovery and social reform in post-war Britain. Beyond his political contributions, Churchill remained a prolific writer and speaker. winning the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1953 for his 6-volume memoir of World War II. His writings cemented his place as a master of English prose and provided valuable insights into one of the most consequential periods in human history. Churchill resigned as Prime Minister in 1955 at the age of 80, his health declining. However, he remained a Member of Parliament and a respected elder statesman until his retirement in 1964. He spent his final years painting, writing, and receiving visitors from around the world who sought his wisdom and counsel. His presence, even in retirement, served as a reminder of a generation that had faced down tyranny and emerged victorious. Winston Churchill died on January 24, 1965, at the age of 90. His death marked the end of an era, a final farewell to one of the most significant figures of the 20th century. Churchill's legacy is complex and multifaceted. He is remembered as a wartime leader of unparalleled courage and determination, a gifted orator who rallied a nation, and a complex figure whose decisions were not without their flaws. He was a man of contradictions, an aristocrat who championed social reform, a soldier who loved painting, a writer who won wars. Yet it is his unwavering belief in freedom, his ability to inspire hope in times of darkness, and his enduring faith in the human spirit that continue to resonate today. His leadership during World War II serves as a timeless example of the power of individual courage and the importance of standing up for one's beliefs, no matter the odds. His words and actions continue to inspire leaders and ordinary citizens alike, reminding us that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, the human spirit, when guided by courage and determination, can overcome any obstacle. Churchill's life was a testament to the power of individual action, the importance of resilience in the face of adversity, and the enduring significance of leadership in shaping the course of human events. He was a man who lived through an era of unprecedented change and upheaval, his life inextricably intertwined with the fate of nations. His story serves as a reminder that one person can indeed make a difference, that courage and determination can alter the course of history, and that the power of words can inspire generations to come. As we reflect on Churchill's life and times, we are reminded of the importance of learning from the past, of confronting challenges with courage and resolve, and of never losing faith in the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity. His legacy, though complex and at times controversial, serves as a beacon, reminding us that even in our darkest hours, hope remains. Churchill retired from politics in 1955, but remained an influential figure, receiving the Nobel Prize in Literature for his historical writings. He passed away on January 24, 1965, at the age of 90. His state funeral was one of the largest in British history, a testament to his enduring impact. And the fight for freedom and democracy is a fight worth fighting. Winston Churchill remains one of the most celebrated leaders in history, known for his resilience, oratory skills, and unwavering commitment to his country. His legacy continues to inspire leaders worldwide, serving as a symbol of determination and courage in times of crisis. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.